coverage in the media is from a political strategy perspective, and they're discussing like, does this issue have traction anymore or whatever, and like that's just a ridiculous discussion to have. Like, yeah,
is that on CBC or something? Like Jamie Watt?
I might have seen something like that there, and I'm sure I've seen it in a couple outlets though. And I mean, that points to one problem, which is there's a lot of people who are apathetic, but I think I think our smaller numbers this week. Last week we had like 50 plus people out, and this being the fourth week, I think it points to another problem. So there's apathy on some people's parts, and then on other people they're at a loss. They think, oh, well, coming here maybe won't do anything, or they don't know what to do or whatever. And I kind of thought of this after the last one last week, which was like, you know, did we not give ourselves something more creative and more engaging to do other than to just come back here again? Of course, we should be coming back here again to start with whatever we do, but maybe it's not enough to you know, just be here. So I think what I should have proposed, or what idea I should have floated last week, which I didn't think of in a timely enough way, was to say, like, let's all go out together, and you know, a group of 40 or 50 people walk into whatever. We could pick any part of town, pick a few locations, and just start flyering people or talking to people or whatever, and just with a very direct message, like your democracy is a sham, guy. You know, see you later. 12 o'clock Sunday. You know, come out and fix our problems. Help us. I don't know. You know, but and I mean, you even pointed out that, like, here, you pointed out today and you pointed out last week that here nobody even comes up this far. There's tourists that go to the Flame and there's tourists that walk by here, but the people of Ottawa are actually, you know, walking up and down the streets, and they're so you know, it was good for us to start this, but somehow we got to, like, go out and continue to be more creative in how we are engaging our fellow citizens. So I'd like to see that happen, you know, next week. If we agree to come back here next week, maybe we could be here for 20 minutes and make sure we gather everybody up, but then have this conversation on the move, and go into a restaurant, or go into, if the weather's nice, you know, there'll be people in parks and stuff, and I don't know, shout at them, or
Can I just
yeah, like just some kind of, but a more engaging thing, you know, like where people can't get off the hook with just kind of like looking at the thing as we walk by. Like, literally stop and give people something, or talk to people.
just pick up. I think it is important, even if the numbers are getting smaller, it's important to come here every Sunday and maintain this presence, because this issue of electoral fraud will pick up again. There will be more news, and then the interest will again rise. And so it's much easier to keep something going than just restart something. So let's keep doing that. In the meantime, let's also continue to talk to the people we know, even with very little chance of success, but let's talk. The other thing is when you say, let's go and just accost people. I don't know. I don't know. You have to have a very thick skin if you try that. I have canvassed in elections for about 10 or 12 years, both municipal and provincial and federal. And I tell you, it is not easy, because most people do not want to be bothered. Yeah. They really look upon this as an intrusion. So you have to be prepared for sometimes quite negative reaction. The favorable reaction will be the exception. Mm-hmm. So be prepared for that if you do try that route.
Yeah.
Can I say something too? Okay, so, well, differing from what you say, I mean, there is a conversation. I come here, right, because I want to be part of the conversation. I want to hear you guys once a week. Sometimes I have something to say. I don't live far, so I can be here. I'm sure we can fill up this plaza with the people who think like us throughout Canada, but they are far away. they're in Winnipeg, in Vancouver, lots of places, east, west, north, south, but they're far away, they cannot be here. But I'm sure there is enough to crowd this whole plaza with people who like-minded, but you cannot coming to people, the more harsh would be the message, like our democracy is a sham, right? The more people will resist that, right? The more you are colliding with their illusions, that keep their heads in the sky, how great we are, how great this country, we are so fortunate, you will get more resistance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resistance. So, like, I'm an Israeli, I'm Canadian, and now this week I've heard there is this campaign of Israelis, started with Israelis, I believe, on Facebook, because Israel and Iran, both governments are at odds, beginning of war very soon, and so they start this campaign, like, with simple, colorful messages, right? A graphic designer saying, like, Israelis love Iran. And they posted it, and they got the conversation going. So I'm saying, this is a conversation, this circle, right? The most basically circle of people coming here, all from Ottawa, nobody's here from out of town, right? Different walks of life, different opinions, but have something in common. We have a conversation. So we need to reach out beyond geographical borders, beyond other divisions between people, right? And these people who make these videos, right, they enable this reaching out to whomever wants to view and to listen. So, I mean, just getting the conversation going, it's a conversation. And here it's a circle, a physical circle, but it can be a virtual circle of people thinking. It can be between Israel and Iran, right? As they answer each other, right? Despite the threats of the governments, they answer each other by love, by saying, we are all people, right? We are all the same, right? And expressing love for each other. And then it picks up by the official media, and they report on for more people. So it's kind of fun, and but it takes some skills, right? Someone needs to make a colorful poster. Someone needs to post it. There is some, right?
Yeah.
Conditions. So it's making up a conversation. I'm not saying it's instead, right? I said, I live here, I like coming here, but it enables more people to join, because I'm sure there are enough people in Canada who think like us, who could easily fill up this plaza. But targeting just the people in the next door pub is not our easy audience, right? Telling them your democracy is a sham. I try. I came from a yoga class. For young Canadians, I told them, Sunday at noon, Parliament Plaza, there is a manifestation. I'm careful with the words, right? And young people, I told them, it's your future. It's your future.
Yeah.
And you saw how they were all kind of white Canadian, good kids, right? Yeah. And those this color reserved, like they look at me like I was something,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing the right clothes. Like, where is my iPod? Like, so, I have a red jacket. So you see, that's the problem, right? These are right. Maybe they work for the Conservatives, maybe they have government jobs, but this is not our audience, right?
Yeah.
So
I think, yeah, like certainly the message of what I just threw out whatever came to mind, but certainly a better, more engaging message might be along the lines of what you suggest, like Canadians love democracy,
Yes.
12 o'clock Sunday.
Or we love democracy. Join the conversation.
Yeah.
Sunday, 12
something
o'clock.
like that. But I also, I was speaking about it in terms of keeping the people that are already here engaged in the effort too. Something that would be fun and engaging to do. Rather than, what at this point for some people who aren't here, maybe this was just monotonous and the same thing, and they resign themselves to the way they felt, 4 weeks ago before these things started happening. So kind of on both fronts, I was hoping that we could have a discussion about different things that we can do as a group at 12:30 on or whatever, because we can only talk for so long, and it's good to check in, or we had help there from where'd he go? Afro Man, who filled us in. He's holding the camera right in front of the face. Who filled us in on what he learned, and that's good, and that's why we are meeting here. But then beyond that, other people are going to need to be engaged in a different way.
Yeah.
And it's a message that's a positive message, like you say. And
kind of simplistic,
and people can
participate,
like you say too. People are not going to respond, or the positive response won't happen as often with that message. So they're going to get put off when people say, get the F out of here, you know, whatever. But
I want to have my lunch in peace.
right, exactly, yeah. But if you come with a big heart and a Canadian flag and we love democracy or whatever, it's gonna. What are they gonna say, you know?
I was wondering, is that